That's right, y'all. It's your boy B Sounds, the ADHD bandit, and I ain't taking my medicine. We live right here at ourdigitalradio.com. Listen, broadcasting all over the world. The Dinnerplate, _Dinnerplate is our Instagram. Make sure you hit up Shy Love.
I'm making sure he got enough. He looks tight. I gotta make sure he loose.
Okay, all right. We got Cool Big JC out in the building. This is gonna be a great interview. But look, before we start the interview, I gotta let y'all know in light skinned cousin news. That's gonna be a new segment.
Stop saying that. I don't like that term, yo. Don't say that.
Light skinned cousin news. Did y'all know that Todd and Julie Chrisley?
Oh, they going down.
They going to jail.
They going down.
They got 12 years. Todd got 12 years. 7 years. Is Julie. She ain't gonna be baking nothing in there. Oh man. So listen, this is the story real quick. All right. Let's see. An Atlanta federal judge sentenced Todd Chrisley, known as Chrisley Knows Best on USA, to 12 years in prison, 16 months of probation, while his wife, Julie, received 7 years in prison plus 16 months, of probation. The Chrisley Knows Best show was the couple that was convicted in June of defrauded banks of more than $30 million. Hey, look, to fund their lavish lifestyle. I can't even spell 30 million. All right. Let's see. Prosecutors say that Chrisley's used film production company they control to hide money from the IRS and avoid paying taxes. Man, oh man, light skinned cousins going down.
Can we talk about one more real quick?
Elizabeth.
Okay, all right.
So look, check this out. We got our first interview tonight, man, and this young brother right here, he's having a 2-day event, correct? Is it 2-day event? 1-day event, and talk about what's going on, bro. Introduce yourself first to the people.
All right, so my name is Dremond Miller. I am the owner and founder of Street Smart Silver Safety.
Y'all make some noise, Dremond Miller. Y'all make some noise.
Yes.
All right, talk about your company first.
My company is it's a company that I started doing work with it this year. I got the LLC and paperwork and everything for it last August, but I didn't do anything with it because I was a little afraid and nervous. But this year I kind of pushed it, went out, and I'm in 3 middle schools right now, where I use the principles of criminal justice and forensic science. And because we all like to see CSI stuff on TV, everybody think they, they're a judge, a lawyer, or they can go in the crime scene and handle everything.
Or they know how to outsmart the police because they seen them shows.
Right, that's what we think. So I take that to capture kids' attention, and then in the middle schools, I use things like fingerprinting. We talk about what makes you unique and what makes you stand out amongst other people to kind of build that social and emotional learning and skills up inside of you, so that way we can have kids that's growing up to be independent and strong, and also be able to help others, but not falling in the trend of me trying to follow somebody else.
Yeah, being like a leader, not a follower. I like that concept.
And then on the other side of it, I do a lot of educational things for the community, like Revive training for opioid overdoses. I don't know if y'all know, but in Virginia, it's our #1 killer here. I also do domestic violence seminars where teaching people signs of domestic violence, teen dating violence, and then we do hands-on activities to show if you do see some of these things, what you should do to try to get out of those situations, as well as gun violence, CPR and first aid, amongst a whole lot of other things.
I love it.
That's what's up, man.
I love it.
And being in the middle school, what are you saying is the biggest problem that you're seeing in our youngest kids? Like is it like 6th grade? I say, are they falling into that track of being followers?
I would say the middle schools are very much so impressionable. Okay. And their impression comes off of whoever they trust. And sometimes the people that they trust, even some adults or other kids, comes off, if they don't see anything different, they follow whatever they see. And that thing that they see might not be the best thing. I guess that's the best way of me answering that.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
I totally agree.
What was your inspiration to starting the company?
I think my inspiration, so I'm from Richmond. I'm a Richmond native, George Wythe, South Side. Also lived in Essex Village and Creighton Court. But growing up, I think me and my siblings, we saw a lot. Living in a hotel room, but being #1 in my school.
Yeah. That's great.
And so we saw things growing up, and a lot of times as we got older, we kind of talked to each other and kind of, I guess, helped counsel each other.
Yeah.
And when we had those conversations, it was like, yo, you remember this happened? You remember this happened? Well, what's happening with other people? Oh, and I forgot to say that I'm also a criminal justice teacher for the city of Richmond. I teach all the high schools. They come to me at the tech center. Shout out to all the teachers at the tech center. And I see through the kids, them talking to me or them bringing things to me. In the school system, we have to teach kind of sort of to what our curriculum is. So I don't have time to go outside of that and handle the real problems that they have either at home or in their life that could help stop them from maybe wanting to take their life. So the business gives me that space and that opportunity to do that, to be hands-on with those kind of situations.
And is this a nonprofit?
It is not yet.
Okay.
My goal is to next year to get people on board to come. And
I was just curious because I wanted to make sure we calling it the right title.
Right now it's just an LLC, so it's right.
All right.
Let's touch on that. For people that don't know, what's the pros and cons to having a nonprofit? Like, I mean, the people that don't know.
So I'm not to say it all, be all about nonprofits. I do sit on the board of a nonprofit. I sit on the board of Podium Foundation, which is another great organization. They help kids with writing.
Okay.
They have 100% graduation rate, sending kids to college. They give scholarships, and they focus on our black and brown babies. So that's amazing. But the difference between an LLC and a nonprofit, mostly, of course, nonprofits, they are not for profit or gain. And they don't have to receive federal taxes. So of course that's a write-off for them. And they also can get a lot more grants and opportunities than what a regular LLC can have. But you gotta have a board of directors or at least a group of people who are saying they make decisions based off of what that organization is doing.
Right, and you can't be like politically affiliated.
Correct.
That's what's up. So you have an event coming up.
I do.
Okay, talk about it.
My event is on December 3rd, 2022 this year from 6:30 to 8:30 at U-Turn RVA. The event is basically a end of the year fundraiser for my business leading into next year. It's also celebrating my 30th birthday.
Hey, that's what I was waiting for. Yeah,
oh, he young, y'all. He young.
What's up?
I'm young too.
So yeah, at the event we're gonna have I have a little program at the beginning part, and we will have one of the students who have been working in my organization as a student coming to speak, a parent and a community member who's also going to come and explain how their interaction has been with the organization. We also are going to put out our plan for 2023 and how we plan on going. Right now we can foresee, well, we've been asked to be in 4 middle schools, 2 high schools, do a mentoring program during the summer, and a defensive tactics class for a group in the YMCA.
Oh, that's dope. So what's the ultimate goal? Like, what's the main goal for
the event?
Nah, for you.
For me?
Yeah, for your business.
For my business, I think the main goal is to continue just be one of those forces in the city who's not afraid to stand up against the people who tell us not to talk out. And to show that we can show up and show that we can be different than what you see when you see us walk in the room. I think my background it proves that I can be in settings and control them and go from there. I've been a cop. I worked in juvenile corrections, and now I'm a teacher. I've won many awards and I've hosted events, but I think it's time to step out and let people know and see I guess what my vision is, what we can bring to the table, and what the people that's backing me and behind me, how we can change up the city.
That's dope. Because I know a lot of people, that you probably come in contact with, you're relating to them. They see, like, you're saying some stuff that they're going through, or what they're going through, whatever. And like that's helping them get to the next level. And that's dope right there, man. I commend you for that. Because I tell you this, man, that middle school age, that's the tough age right there, because I was telling my wife today, man, like, kids are so innocent from kindergarten to 5th grade, but it seems like right when they get to middle school, like everything just changed, like the music, like the racism, you know what I'm saying, comes into play, like everything is coming on with the Jewish community right now, just in the media and everything, they just go through so much, but we got to get them prepared because it's a hard, cold world, and people like you, man, you get them ready for how they can be in the face of the wolves, so How can people get tickets to your event, and how can they like come to the event?
So on Instagram, Instagram page is Street Smarts Over Safety. Very simple, the name of the business.
Say it one more time.
Street Smarts Over Safety, and the Smarts with a Z.
I was going to say, X or a Z.
Yep. Street Smarts with a Z. And then on Facebook, it's also the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's an Eventbrite link in the top portion of the page, and you just click on it and you get your tickets there.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So you said 6 to 8.
6:30 to 8:30.
6:30, 8:30. Yeah, they are gonna be turning up.
Now, do you have a GoFundMe or anything? I know you said it's a fundraiser, so if somebody wanted to just make a donation.
So to make a donation, you can message me on either one of those platforms, and we have donation cards that we'll send to you. You can donate that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give me some advice that you would get. The last thing you like to say to somebody that's listening to you on the radio right now, that like if they going through it, you know what I'm saying? How can you get them like?
So I think the advice that I would give is to be patient with yourself.
Yeah.
Give yourself some grace. That even in this moment that you have right now, if it's a rough moment or a hard moment, just know that in the future that's going to be turned around.
Yeah.
And the point where you want to give up is usually the point where you get your biggest thing your biggest break that's going to happen. Just wait on that break, fight towards that break, and then when it happens, look back at it and help somebody else.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate you right there, man. And all those kids is going to that writing tech center. Hey, look, man, Virginia State University, that's where y'all want to go to school, okay? Hey, look, man.
We supporting VCU. Stop playing with me.
Hey, look, that's right. All right, bro. Hey, look, shout out to Instagram. How can they follow you one more time, bro?
Street Smarts Over Safety.
Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro, for coming through.
Thank you for all that you're doing for the community.
And keep coming through, man. Hey, look, man. Cool Mix J, take us out, man. We come back. We got our second interview tonight. It's the Dinnerplate. We bring everything to the table.
Cool, thank you.
Hey, look, pull up every Monday at 7 p.m. with Shy Love, B-Sounds, Jamaican Lion, and the albino assassin Cool Mix J. It's the Dinnerplate, yeah, the radio show. And we bring everything to the table. Right here on 101.1 The Fam on Apple Music.